Yo everybody, what's going on? This is asecage and I'm along here with Blu-ray and that nerdy guy 14, and we're gonna be doing this.
And Blu-ray.
It's gonna be basically the first ever video that we've done like this, and it is not gonna be gameplay. It's just gonna be something that we call random talks. Say what's up, guys.
Yo.
What is up, people of YouTube?
Okay, nerdy guy, and Blu-ray, explain what we're gonna do throughout this random talks, I guess.
So basically, we're gonna be talking about certain topics and whatnot.
Random topics.
With this, but yes, it'll be just basically random. That's why we call it random talks, because it's not gonna be one topic we're gonna be talking about. We're gonna be talking about different shit. You know, it's not necessarily gaming. It could be like media-wise, like, you know, like movies, music, whatnot. So yeah, with this particular
basically whatever you want.
episode. Yeah, so with this episode, we're just gonna start off with just a random topic and whatnot. But if you guys wanna like give us suggestions and whatnot, or what we should talk about, write it down in the comments, and yeah, we'll talk about that. Yeah, we'll try to talk about that. If it was like something like political, we might not be able to talk about that
because we're fucking stupid.
Yeah, we're pretty much stupid, and we're not really into fucking politics and shit. So yeah.
Fucking stupid.
Yeah. And
So, alright, sorry.
no, it's all good.
you were saying, nerdy guy?
Oh, I was just gonna say, and say if you guys didn't want to, if there's something that you guys want us to talk about, you guys can either put down in the comments, or you guys can go on follow me, BluRayGames, and asecage on Twitter and Instagram. Then you guys can just put topics for us there too. I just wanted to put that out.
Shut the fuck up. No one
Alright,
wants your
so
opinion in the first place, though. That's the problem. No, I'm just fucking with you, bro.
Whatever.
I'm fucking with you.
Screw you. I'm joking.
I'm gonna tell my mama.
Alright, so so anyways, let's start off with this random topic, and that is about consoles. You know, like, since the PS4 and Xbox One are pretty much been out since like 2013. There's just like, have you ever noticed that there's like fucking people like fighting over these consoles, like, and it's weird because there's like PS3 owners that are literally against PS4 consoles. You know?
Oh shit. Sorry, I hit the bong too hard. That's an inside joke, guys. That's an inside joke. Sorry,
Yes,
go ahead,
it is.
Blu-ray.
So that's kind of weird, because, you know, we have already fanboys, you know, like PlayStation fanboys, Xbox, Nintendo, and PC against each other, and it's kind of weird to see someone with that's a PlayStation fan like arguing, or like basically are not willing to buy a PS4 until like the PS3 is like ancient or some shit like that.
Yeah, but it ain't stupid, because all in all, we're all just doing the same fucking thing. We're all gaming, you know?
Exactly. Like, I prefer PlayStation over Xbox and the Wii U and whatnot. It's not because I don't like those consoles. It's the PlayStation has what I want, you know, like feature-wise, you know, with the PS4 and stuff, like live streaming and all that. And the exclusive games, like, basically that's what it comes down to, is the exclusive games, and that's why I like PlayStation. But that like, since I'm a huge fan of PlayStation, doesn't mean that I'm never gonna play Xbox or play the Wii U or anything like that. You know, like, I think console wars is just stupid, because it's like, basically at the end of the day, you know, we're just playing games and having fun. You know, why fight about the consoles that we play on and whatnot? You know, and basically the Xbox One and the PS4 are practically the same console, just with different features.
Like, I guess I was actually talking to a friend about it today, we were talking about, because he has an Xbox One and I have a PS4, and I was like, yo, what's up, man? You know, yada yada yada. I just got, you know, I got my mics and everything, and I'm getting GTA and The Walking Dead tomorrow, which is, I mean, depending on when you see this, the 6th of February. So it was that, and he's like, oh, what games do you have already? And I was like, you know, The Last of Us, Call of Duty, and Infamous, Second Son, Saints Row, Get Out of Hell, and Minecraft, and First Light. And then he was like, oh, that's mainly the only reason I would get PS4 is to play The Last of Us. He was like, I wish The Last of Us was on Xbox One, you know? And then we started getting into it and shit, like, you know, like, yeah, it's like that, you know? Like, I kind of wish Halo was on the PS4, because I was a fan of Halo 4. It was a good game, you know. So I mean, it doesn't matter all in all with the consoles. Like, if you want to bitch about it and shit like that, then you can go ahead, but you're really not gonna get anywhere, because all in all, we're all in the same fucking community, just with different consoles.
That's a good point. And
yeah, like basically, like some people will, you know, kind of complain about exclusive, like, oh, this is stupid, like The Last of Us is for only PlayStation and whatnot. But the whole point of having exclusive to a console is to make you want to buy that console. Because if The Last of Us is like for all consoles, you know, like let's say every single game that came out for like PlayStation, Xbox, you know, they have their own exclusive, Nintendo as well with their exclusive. If they're all for every console, then what's the point of getting an Xbox, a PlayStation, or a Nintendo console when all those games are going to be in those consoles?
Yeah,
exactly.
that's pretty true. And two, like, you know, people that are, you know, like, oh, I want to play Last of Us, but I don't want to get a PS4 or anything like that. To me, too, it's like, and I know everyone can't do this because money is tight nowadays, and I totally understand that people can't buy all consoles. But personally, if I had a lot of money, I'd buy freaking the Xbox One and the Wii U, because, you know what I mean? Like, because, like, if I had an Xbox, I'll be playing, you know, a Halo, stuff like that, like all the exclusives, Sunset Overdrive, stuff like that. Then with Nintendo, you know, there's Mario Kart, all the new, is there like a new Zelda game coming out, I think? I'm not too sure if there is, but...
Yeah, like, I'm not sure if it's coming out this year or next year.
Oh, okay. But yeah, I don't know, that's just like my other like solution. Like, if you want to play those games, then buy the consoles, but you know, consoles are super expensive, and you know, everyone doesn't have that type of money to just go and buy multiple consoles. But I don't know.
And another thing is like what's it called, Borderlands 3. I mean, I'm not necessarily a huge Borderlands fan because I haven't played the first one, but I've been playing the Tales from the Borderlands. Borderlands 3 was confirmed, but it's gonna be coming out for the PS4, Xbox One, and PC, I believe. I'm more than sure it's coming out for PC, because that'll be like, you know, fucked up that they left that PC out. And you know, people are like complaining, saying why not PS3, Xbox 360, and whatnot. That's kind of fucked up. But if you notice that most of these sequels to the games are coming out for PS4 and Xbox One, because they want to push it to like their basically their art style onto these newer consoles. You know, they don't want to like hold back, like, you know, the graphics for PS3 and Xbox 360.
And I think that makes, like, when they're trying to develop a game for both PS4 and PS3 and Xbox One and Xbox 360, I think it's a lot harder to do that, and it probably, you know, takes a lot more time to do that, you know, to release a game like that, because, you know, they're both totally different consoles, you know, and the PS3 cannot take as much as the PS4 can. And I don't know. I think pretty soon, you know, they're probably just going to stop altogether making games for last gen.
Fuck it if they do, though. Fuck it if they do.
What happened?
I mean, obviously they're gonna stop making, like, I'm not trying to be rude or anything, I'm just saying, like, obviously they're gonna stop making it for last gen because people are basically moving on like a fat hooker after her night, you know?
Oh yeah, but
on.
well, I'm seriously kind of surprised on how long they're even still like releasing games like, like for instance like Shadow of Mordor and stuff like that. Like I'm actually still surprised that there are going to be big title games coming out and there will be last gen versions. So I'm even just surprised how long they are even supporting last gen, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, and because when the PS3 and Xbox 360 came out, like Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, that game was for the PS3 and Xbox 360 only. Until
That's
later
right.
on, they made a Wii version and whatnot. Or I should say, it was also for PC, obviously. But I don't know if people were even complaining about that back then, saying why not PS2 or Xbox or anything like that. But it's like, you know, these developers, they want to expand, because with the PS4 and Xbox One and PC, there's no limit to it. While the previous gen console is just like there's a limit.
Exactly.
I mean, like, if you're one of those people that enjoy a sequel to a game, and let's say you just own like the PS3 or Xbox 360, you see a sequel to a new game, but it's gonna be only for the newer consoles, and you're not gonna get it, then that's you. But you gotta understand that these developers, they don't want to necessarily hold back onto the previous gen console, because I mean, would you rather have like at least a decent game, or a game that's like missing a lot of shit? Because like with I believe like NBA 2K15 for the PS3 Xbox 360, there's certain limits compared to the PS4 and Xbox One. I mean, 2K14, I played it on the PS3. There was no career mode at all. Like, it was just you just playing basketball, and that's it. While the PS4 and Xbox One, there's a career mode where your characters, like interacting and whatnot, and you get to say certain things.
Yeah, that's true. Very true.
I mean, because like it's gonna look really bad, if, like, let's say if Borderlands 3 even was for PS3 and Xbox 360, it's gonna miss a lot of features. There's gonna be probably glitches and shit going on. So I mean, it sucks that one of your favorite games is gonna be on the newer consoles only. That I understand that it sucks, but I don't see what's the point of hating it and be like, no, I'm not gonna get this game because it's for that console, or I'm not gonna get this console for that new game. It just makes no sense.
Use Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm Revolution 4 or whatever the fuck, for example. If you're a PS3 owner and you don't have a PS4, I mean, Revolution was fun. The only thing that sucked is the story mode that it lacked. It didn't really have a story mode. But they're making up for it, obviously, for making 4, and it's only for PS4, but that's because the next gen can handle all the fucking... It's capable of doing everything correctly and everything, running smoothly and so on, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, there's that, like, a last gen can only do so much. I mean, it can't fucking do everything and anything,
Exactly. Well, and two, like, I'm not trying to be like a graphics whore or anything like that, but like even though the game really sucked, but like there's just a thing that I noticed, and it's pretty crazy. Like, okay, so Call of Duty Ghosts, that game came out right when the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One came out, alright? Or actually, it might came out like maybe like a month or like a few weeks before the PS4 came out. I don't really remember. It was just like the game came out pretty much a little before the PS4. And so a lot of people had the PS3 copy, and of course, when they got the PS4, of course, they would, I think they'd probably trade in their copy, get the new copy, or there was some like deal like that going on. But anyways, what I'm trying to get to is the PS3 copy, right? I had Ghost on PS3. Graphics were whatever, But I recently played it at a friend's house on the PlayStation 4, and it looked a lot better. Like it's just crazy, like how better it looks. And I know graphics don't mean anything, but seriously, coming from the PS3 version and really playing the PS4 version, even though the game wasn't that good to begin with, just the textures and everything just looks so much better. It looks like almost a completely new game almost. Maybe it's just because I haven't played the PS3 version in a while. But that's just how it seemed to me. And I don't know. That's just another thing that I thought of too. That's just like, you can't get that with last gen.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and there's like a few people who refuse to get the newer console because they claim that it's the same shit with better graphics and whatnot. But in reality, like, I'm not gonna be a graphic whore or anything like that, but that's the whole point of these newer consoles, that the graphics are gonna be improving. You're not gonna expect it to be like looking this. I mean, that's the thing that kind of pisses me out. They say it's exactly the same with better graphics. Well, that's the point of getting a new console, because you're not. If you buy a fucking PlayStation 5 or whatever, and it looks exactly like the PS4, then what's the point of getting the PlayStation 5? You might as well be playing your PlayStation 4. That makes no sense at all.
Exactly.
If the PlayStation 5 has the same exact features as the PS4, no improvements at all or anything like that, then there's no point in getting the new console.
That's like getting that's like getting a. All right, compare a. Let's say compare a 9-inch pink dildo to a blue one. What's the blue one gonna do that the pink one can't? You know? Am I right or am I right? Like, what's the pink one? What can the pink one do that the blue one can't? He can do everything and anything that the other one could, just a different color. You want to look flashy or something? That's basically what it is.
Yeah.
Now, if it had diamonds on it, that's a different story. Like, goddamn.
So, does that wrap up your topic, BluRay?
Yeah, pretty much.
Alright,
Anybody
Nerdy,
else
it's
got
your
something
turn.
to talk about?
Alright, so it's my turn. My topic?
Yep.
I guess so.
Alright. So, alright. I don't know, could get some hate for this because I know a lot of people really like them. But what do you guys think about indie games? Because indie games, they're all on PS4 now and stuff. It was usually you can only get them on PC, but now they're coming to PS4 and PS Vita. Well, I think there was already some on PS3, but I don't know, man. This month's PlayStation Plus games for PS4, both of them were indie games, and I don't know. I guess my topic is, what do you guys' opinion on indie games?
Do I go first or?
I'll go. I don't know. I mean,
Alright.
I think they're pretty good. I mean, they don't get as much. I mean, depending on what it is, to be honest. Like the Swapper that was an indie game, wasn't it?
Yes,
Yeah.
It was.
Okay, well, I mean, even though it was a side scroller and everything, I mean, almost nothing is side scroller anymore, unless it's fucking refurbished or whatever the fuck you want to call it, remastered to be, like better graphics and so on. But the Swapper was a good ass game, although it was like, it fucked with your brain, But it was good. I mean, it's just they don't get the credit that they deserve. I'm not saying all of them are, great. I'm just saying some of them are, they should be more recognized. You know what I mean?
Basically get more credit.
Yeah, exactly. But that's just my opinion. BluRay?
Yeah.
I'm more it's more a mixed opinion for me because I pretty much whenever a free game comes out for PlayStation and whatnot, I just get it regardless because it's a fucking free game. Why not? But I'm very picky when it comes to video games because there's people that are like super pumped up on Dying Light, Evolve that's coming out. I don't know when. And there's just a bunch of games that are coming out, and they don't really catch my interest. So I'm very picky when it comes to games. So when it comes to indie games, I usually don't like really try it out because it's like it doesn't catch my interest. But recently I was playing Apotheon. That came out, that was free
Yeah.
for this month, and it's pretty good. It kind of it reminded me of Guacamelee, but I think that's how you pronounce it. How you pronounce that game? It reminds me of that, but it's more like with Greek mythology, and the gameplay itself is pretty damn good.
Yeah, I was
So
playing
I
that
mean,
also, and yeah, I really like the whole art style and everything. Looks really cool.
yeah, I mean, I don't have any hate towards indie games. I think it's pretty awesome that the PS4 supports it. Cause I mean, I'm like, if I remember correctly, Xbox 360 also did support it indie games. Like they had a bunch of indie games and whatnot for people to play.
That's right.
But
Yeah.
I'm not sure if Xbox One is doing it because I don't own that console. But I saw some of the free games for Xbox One, and some of them are indie games. So I assume that they also support indie games. But yeah, I was gonna mention about fanboys and whatnot, but that's like maybe later on. But yeah, I think it's pretty awesome that the PS4 and Xbox One and whatnot, PC, or in general, if you have a PC, you can play any games you want. But I think it's pretty cool that that those two consoles actually support indie games, and give like developers a chance to develop their own games for everybody to play and enjoy and whatnot.
Oh yeah,
Because
totally.
like no one's pretty much no one never heard of, or pretty much are never gonna hear the name Apotheon compared to like Evolve or something like that. And it kind of sucks that most indie games don't get much as recognition compared to the big titles that are all around. It's like everybody's talking about, like Evolve and whatnot.
Yeah, and too, like some of these AAA games, like I don't know, like actually Destiny, like games like that got so much hype around them, then they come out and then the game isn't that great, and so like I don't know, there's just all these games that get super hyped, and when they come out, no one likes them, but then there's all these indie games that no one wants to play, but they turn out to be extremely good games. So I don't know. I think some people need to give indie games a little more of a chance. I haven't played a whole bunch of them. Since I got my PS4, I'm gonna try to kind of start playing a few of them. But yeah, I really respect the people that make them too. Like actually make these games on their own, and and they're getting put on on PSN and the Xbox Live marketplace. So I gotta hand it to those people, that make indie games. It's really cool, honestly.
Is that it for your topic?
Yes, Ace, are you ready for your topic?
God, I've been wanting to get into this vagina topic for a while now. Alright, so... No, I'm just playing. Alright, my topic would have to be... What is your most look forward to game coming out this year that you're gonna get? Like, you guys understand my question, kind of? Like, what game's coming out this year that you want to get? Like, I guess I can't really say this year because we don't know what games... Like, what other games are confirmed for this year, you know what I mean?
So
Like,
basically, like 2015 and
Like in general,
2016.
like any new game.
like any new game that's coming out, what do you guys look forward to? For me, that would probably, because I haven't played the beta for Hardline yet, so I don't know about that. But for me, it'd probably have to be Naruto, Storm 4, because holy fuck, I'm a fan.
Mm.
But if the beta of Hardline is good, then I'm definitely getting Hardline.
Yeah, that's.
That's a toughie.
That is pretty tough. Can we only choose one, or can we choose multiple different
You
ones?
can choose multiple ones. I don't see why not.
All right. Well, first of all, I don't think it's really confirmed on the release date just yet. I think it's coming out in 2015, but I have a feeling it's probably gonna get pushed to 2016. But Star Wars Battlefront, so excited, huge Star Wars fan. I really love the first two games. I haven't played the first one a whole bunch, but I played the second one all the freaking time on original Xbox, and I don't know, it was such a fun game, and I hope DICE does a good job with the new one. And apparently, it's supposed to be all first person and whatnot. And my first worry about it was like, is it going to be just like Battlefield?
Yeah.
Like saying everything's just really similar. But I heard something, and I don't know if this is like true, but there was someone that actually played a little bit of the game or something. I'm not exactly too sure. Something I read out online, but he said like it doesn't even. It's not even close to Battlefield. Like it's definitely like its own game, which I'm super happy about. So yeah, I would say Star Wars Battlefront is like a game I'm super hyped for.
Nice. Blu-ray.
Oh, that's for me to go through my list. But Resident Evil Revelations 2 is coming out this month. I'm kind of a little interested about that. It's kind of interesting though too, because the game is gonna be like more like episodic, kind of like The Walking Dead and shit. So I'm kind of curious about like how long the each episode's gonna be, you know, because Capcom said that it's gonna be like more than an hour or so of gameplay. So I'm kind of a little interested about interested and a little excited for Revelations 2. I mean, I played the first, like the demo of the first one on the 3DS, and it pretty much caught me off guard. But it just felt a little different on console, because like I didn't really get scared much, you know, as I was hoping to be scared. Well, it just like only one part that scared me, and throughout the entire game, it just seeing it whatnot. I seen monsters coming out of the ceilings and whatnot. So hopefully with Revelations 2, it's scary, like like kind of like catches me off guard, kind of scary. So yeah, there's that. Fuck you. Then there's Mortal Kombat X. I'm like a huge Mortal Kombat fan, and it's just like I can't wait to see like how the fatalities look on the newer consoles and shit, because I saw some of the fatalities and shit, and holy crap, they're just like fucking brutal. Like Scorpion's fatality is like it's so fucking gross and yet so fucking awesome at the same time.
True that.
And what else? I'm a little interested in the Order 1886. I mean, I saw some gameplay and it looks spectacular graphic-wise, but I'm not hyped up for that game. You know, I'm just like being a little cautious about that game, because I don't know if it will live up to what they've advertised. Because like with fucking Watch Dogs, they advertise it as, oh, it's gonna be amazing on fucking PS4. You know, beautiful graphics and everything, the environment. But when it came out, it wasn't exactly how they advertised it, you know, and that was like a big disappointment, a big fuck you from Ubisoft, because they fucking delayed that game, because that game originally was going to come out when the PS4 and Xbox One came out, but they delayed it. So it's like, okay, that's cool, you know, maybe they're going to, you know, basically when people when a developer delays a game is usually a good thing. But with Ubisoft, it's more like, what the fuck, you know, like,
they made it
looking at these graphics, like the graphics didn't live up to how they advertised it. It's like, then what the hell was the delay for anyway? You might as well have just released it on that day. Because with Unity, there was a bunch of bugs and glitches when they released that game. I mean, I believe it's already fixed, like already, but that's pretty shitty to fucking release a game and it has a bunch of bugs and shit like that. You know, that's like, that's half-ass, and that's why I'm pretty much never gonna buy an Assassin's Creed game, or I maybe will, or actually, I'll probably just rent it, you know, just to be cautious, because I don't want to waste fucking $65 on an Assassin's Creed game and have it come out
unfinished,
to be a big disappointment. Yeah, or unfinished. because with Unity, a lot of people complain that about the bugs and glitches and shit like that, and it's like what the fuck, Ubisoft? You know, why did you sell a game that's not even completely finished?
Yeah, and like too, like that's like one thing I hate about like that, like gaming and stuff is so connected to online because like that's like one thing because developers think they can rush out this game, alright? And so everyone gets really hyped for it. Everyone spends, pre-orders it, spends $60, sometimes more if they get the collector's edition, if they have one. And they get it, and it's all glitchy, broken, unfinished. But then they'll be like, oh, okay, we'll release patches later. You know what I mean? That's just one thing that gets on my nerves. They just think they can release a bunch of patches afterwards. It's like, no, at least finish your game before you put it on store shelves. Like, that's just common sense, but no, apparently not.
Yeah, I'll get onto DLC later because I guess I haven't finished with my list of games I'm like interested in, but I'll get into DLCs in a bit. But so yeah, um, Uncharted 4 I'm like really excited about. I literally trust Naughty Dog. I mean, if they delayed it to next year, I would be totally fine with that because they're the developers, they're the actual game developers that actually take their fucking time when it comes to the games. I mean, if you look at their past games, even The Last of Us, it's just so incredible, and like there's not a lot of problems with it. I mean, The Last of Us only had one problem, which is the save feature, which was like on day one. They kind of like fucked up on that part, but they quickly got onto that part where you could actually save your game. But those games are just truly masterpieces and shit, and I never been disappointed with Naughty Dog at all. Like, I enjoyed Uncharted 1 through 3. Or actually, I haven't even finished the first one, but I'm enjoying it. And I enjoyed The Last of Us. Those are truly spectacular games.
The Last of Us
was
Uncharted 4 and just amazing overall.
The Last of Us is my favorite game of all time. Like, I'm being dead serious about that, and same here. I'm super hyped for Uncharted 4. That's like probably my second like hyped game that I can't wait for it to come out. Awesome.
Yeah, like the graphics. I mean, just look absolutely amazing as hell. It's like holy shit, they're going all out for this fucking game.
They made it actually like really fucking worth it. I mean, even the multiplayer is really good. Like, I mean, Battlefield, in my opinion, I play Battlefield for the story, and I play Call of Duty for multiplayer. But for The Last of Us, I could play both and not be bored.
Exactly.
I mean, Battlefield's campaign, to me, in my opinion, aren't that interesting. They're just like kind of meh, like average.
Like a Michael Bay
Call
film.
Like kind of like a Call of, like basically comparing Battlefield's campaign to Call of Duty's campaign. Call of Duty's campaign is a little better, but with Battlefield's multiplayer, it's sort of a little better because it's more open. But it kind of sucks because there's gonna be people camping and shit, hiding by the bushes and shit, and they'll fucking kill you.
Yeah, but then I slit their throats, so it's all plays out for the best. Hey guys, but we gotta wrap this up because this video is at 33 minutes so far, and I don't want it to have be too long to where viewers get bored and shit.
But yeah,
so,
to quickly finish off my list, Storm 4 and One Piece 3.
Oh.
I'm pretty hyped up for those games.
Yeah, for me, basically there's only like 2 games I'm really hyped for. That's just Star Wars Battlefront and Uncharted 4. Really about it. Those are like the only games that I think when they come out they're going to be super good.
Well, let's just hope for the best and hope it turns out as expected,
Yeah.
But that's it for this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed our very first random talk with 3 dynamic gamers, and yeah, it was a pretty cool experience to do. What about you guys?
Yep, same here.
Yeah, same here. Really fun. Hope we can do this more, actually.
Alright,
there's a lot of things I want to talk about.
Yes.
But
So
we'll
many
wait till the
topics.
next.
But what we will do is if you follow us on Instagram or whatever on at Nerdy Guy's account is that Nerdy Guy 14. Am I correct?
Yep.
And then
Got that right.
BluRay's account is same as it is here, BluRayGames, and then mine is just asecage. So we will try and put up some what's it called? I guess some like notifications in a way to let you guys know when we're gonna be doing another one of these videos. So you just look out for that, and we'll be sure to have them out soon. Any last things to say, guys?
Yeah. For me, it would be like, Ace Cage is actually currently recording because my laptop can't handle fucking PS4 graphics or any shit like that. But sometimes you'll see it under, like right now you'll see it under Ace Cage's channel. But you know, we're gonna probably switch it like around. You know, I'll probably record or whatnot. It really depends because my internet is shit and my dad's laptop is like Windows 7 and it can't even handle like the PS4 or anything like that. So it really all depends. But me and Ace Cage will make a playlist so you guys won't get lost and whatnot. And so that way you don't be like, oh, you know, what's going on type of shit. So you'll just see it under our playlist, or we'll just post it on our Twitter or Instagram. So yeah, so you guys can check it out.
Sound good.
Alright, Nerdy Guy, anything to add, or you're all good?
The only thing I could say is follow all of us on Instagram and Twitter, and hope you guys enjoy these videos. If you guys do, please leave a thumbs up, and yeah, that's pretty much all I gotta say, man.
Alright, guys, thank you guys for watching. This is Ace Cage.
BluRay.
That nerdy guy.
Signing out.